What is up, my squids, squidettes, and squidlets? Today we're taking the Ducati out. Figured I'd do a little my unprofessional take on lane filtering. Not lane splitting, lane filtering. So, got the bike kind of warmed up after some technical difficulties. Let me just go shut my garage real quick. Ugh. I gotta turn the lights out. Wasting electric. Pardon my my area is a bit of a mess. So after some minor technical difficulties, we got the bike started. That was a first, actually. It kind of went to go start her up, threw the enrichener on. She got through like the second compression stroke, stalled, and then flooded. So now that that's over, let's go. It will be no better of a day to practice lane filtering other than today, because the Naval Academy is doing the graduation today. Well, they already have, I believe. So there's going to be tons of traffic. And I'm going to, you know what, let's go right. I'm going to do my very own unprofessional opinion and methods on lane filter. Now I bet you're saying, Phoenix, you're a noob. Yes, I am a noob, and I suck. But you know what? With every passing day you ride, you suck a little bit less and learn a little bit more. So, with that being said, let's get out here on the highway, and let's see if we can't find some traffic to properly lane filter, not at 180 miles an hour, but do it at reasonable speeds. Reasonable speeds being under, I used to say 15 miles an hour. Reasonable speed for lane filtering now, I want to say around 20 to 25 max. Ah! We're getting over. Of course, the one time I'm actually trying to get stuck in traffic, there is no traffic. This is how my life goes. It just works that way. It just works that way. I don't know why. It just does. I'll say she's backfiring a little bit more than usual. Might be running a little. I might be actually running a little rich. It seems like it's been burning through more fuel than usual. My last couple tanks have. I feel like I've gotten pretty bad fuel mileage. Plenty of room. Let's go. I can always imagine people just sitting in their car, just screaming at me when I'm just coasting right by them when they've been stuck in traffic for hours. Just sitting there like, but that's not fair. I wanted to go first. That's all I can imagine them saying. It's like, it's what gets me through just going past them. It's just that level of pettiness that you have, you know, to start shit with somebody who's literally causing you no harm whatsoever. If you lane filter properly, then there's no issue. I mean, you're not hurting anyone, you're not hurting yourself. I mean, you're probably hurting their emotions because you're reminding them that they did not buy a bike and now they have to sit in hours of traffic and are thus not cool. Yellow light. Wheelie. That was trash. Oh my goodness, tell me you can't wheelie without telling me you can't wheelie. That was terrible. I can't frickin' wheelie, but golly. But holy cow. I think I might have got like a little bit of spinach in. That was it. reason why to buy bikes, because you can lane filter. It is so much easier just cutting through traffic instead of sitting in it. It is so much better to just cut next to traffic than just sit in it. I mean, if everybody had, think about it. If, alright, realistically, not everyone can have bikes. Okay, you got parents with kids. You got all that. Realistically, not everyone can have bikes. But just if like 20, like maybe I want to say, 30% of people who didn't need to drive a car every day, if just 30% of them had bikes, traffic would be a hell of a lot better. I'm lugging the shit out of my bike. But traffic would be so much freaking better. More people would be on bikes, faster response times taken off from red lights. You can literally pass an idiot who's not paying attention. Just like go scoot up next to him, the dude sitting on his phone. I don't care. Just pass him. You shouldn't even be on your phone on a bike anyways. In a car, you shouldn't, but I can understand why some people may do it. For me, my job is literally to be on my phone while I drive. So, it's not too, but it's a big part of my job. We'll just say that. It's a big part of my job. I have to coordinate with customers. I have to receive emails on my next spot I gotta go to. So, there's better ways to do it, like hands-free and all that, but I'm gonna discuss something about TikTok. So I think I'm now finally done with TikTok, considering my account's been locked. So long story short, my account was hacked about a week ago, and I was able to get it back, get everything under my name, revert the phone number back to mine, revert the email back to mine. It was a pain, but the issue is now that I submitted that my account was hacked, they locked me out of my account. And good old TikTok support is taking their sweet old time with it. My account's been locked for the second day now. Still haven't heard anything back from them. Like, I was just scrolling through my account and I got a message up that said, your account has been locked, please create a new one. I'm like, fuck no. Like, you know how much time I've put into making all of my videos, getting my follower base? So, and not to mention just the amount of censorship they have. So, like, I can't post anything about motorcycles or anything like that on my TikTok anymore, or else it gets banned for unsafe activities. I had my camera pointed at my helmet, and you could see nothing but my helmet in the sky and whatever was reflecting in my helmet. Not even 2 minutes later after creating it, boom, banned. Not banned, but they banned me from live. Which they got a habit of. So, I don't know, ever since I got my first violation of unsafe and dangerous activity for live streaming me riding a motorcycle, it's been downhill. They've kept, I guess the algorithm just kind of stepped up against me or something, I don't know, but that shit sucks, for real. So here we go, we got a nice little gap, going through cars, 20 miles an hour, something's gonna happen, I have a good amount of reaction time. So now we're moving a little bit. I'll get back in traffic. Also keep in mind, when you're lane filtering, there's traffic for a reason. So there's an accident right up there to the right. You see a lot of flashing police lights. So people are going to be rubbernecking, paying attention to that, and not you. Not that they pay attention to you anyways. But just keep in mind, you're going to have people trying to get over out of the right lane into the left, and if that means cutting in front of you or running you over, I mean, that can happen. So if you pay attention to what they're doing, pay attention to their tires, their brake lights, see what kind of space they're leaving. Like, see that truck right there, he's trying to get over. That was my little take on lane filtering. There's a big difference between lane filtering versus lane splitting. A lot of people get these two mismatched. I did my research on it, I looked up, I asked Lord Google, I drank from the divine fountain of information. So, that being said, lane filtering is going in between cars that are stopped or almost stopped, going very slow. And it's going slow in between cars that are stopped or moving slow. So that is lane filtering. Lane splitting is, for example, highway speed right now. Lane splitting would be me going through that white car and that truck, which I'm guilty of. Yeah, I can barely get the wheel up 2 inches off the ground, but hey, I've done some shit. That is not splitting. That is not splitting. That is not splitting. That's just irresponsibly overtaking. Don't do that. That's bad. I have to say don't do that. I'm not trying to put any bad advice into anyone's heads. Do what you fucking want. I don't care. Just don't lodge yourself under an 18-wheeler while doing it. That's all I ask. You forget, I love each and every single one of you. All of my beautiful followers and subscribers on this channel. See, now, I don't know if he's actually trying to get over, but I know he probably, hopefully sees me. Well, too late, I'm already past him, so he better see me.
If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe so that way you can see more of my content.